Everybody, so this is your tarot class. We're going to go over the wands. Good possibility that I'm going to include the pentacles as well, because I think it'd be really good for us to be able to practice the readings, kind of get you guys connected to your own intuition. So we've gone through the major arcana. We've gone through now, of course, the minor arcana. We've done the swords, which is the air, the intellect. We've done cups, which is the water, the emotions. And we are going to do the wands, which is the fire. The wands are going to look very different on the tarot. I always like, mine are usually pretty, they follow the regular old school tarot meanings, and a lot of will, but they'll change it. So just be aware. Some of you guys have different types of tarot decks, and they change them, right? But they tell you, the book tells you this replaces this. So wands is fire. So think about the fire signs: Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And think about if you know anybody that's born in those months. So Leo, you're looking at the end of July, August. Sagittarius, December, end of November to December. And then we have Aries, which is the end of March into April. Okay. Fire signs are very intense, very passionate. They're the go-getters, the movers. They're a little louder. They either if you ever seen them get mad, especially when they're young, they're very like just reactive before they become responsive. They have that very fiery presence about them. Okay. Put three of those signs together, it's a little crazy, because they're also very like very showy. They like a lot of the attention, and they'll find a way to receive it. So naturally you'll see them performing or speaking. So just so you have an idea of what I mean when I say a fire sign, your wands are your fire energy. So if you're reading for somebody and these wands come up, that's an inkling for you guys to understand that these guys are intense and passionate. They either need something to ignite them. Okay, so go over with, we did this with you guys already, but I'll go over them again. So the Ace of Wands. Here's the Ace of Wands. If you know, everyone has like an Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. We start with the Ace of Wands. Like, this is a really, really good card for the fact being that you see a butterfly transformation, metamorphosis. It's the ultimate right here. It's like using your own skills. I always connect the wands also with our creativity, our skills, our natural skills, but also the skills that we have learned to be able to move into a different career path, or start your own business. This is a really good card. It's like new beginnings. You have everything. You've got the skills. You've got the creative. It's like putting it together and moving forward in wherever you're wanting to go. Same thing with those flowers. It's a lot about growth. Okay, beauty. It's like it's time for you to stand out. Okay, so let's go next. Two wands. I'm doing a lot like a story because to me it makes more sense. So you just learned so many things. Okay, you just learned you realize like you have a niche and you're good at something, and so like you're holding this like wand, this is like your staff, right? And you're embarking on this new journey, and as you hold the staff, you realize who is coming with you, what support system, um, where are you heading, is it in general? And with that world there's endless possibilities. Okay, it's you directing, you saying, okay, this is where I want to go, whether you are feel like you're ready or not. You've got the skill set, and so you're moving forward. And with the cat, it's a lot of that symbolism. Cats are wise and they're protected, and so whatever you want to do when you get a card like this, it's going to be okay. It's like trusting your intuition, trusting that you are able to do, because why? You're self-sufficient. You're confident in what you can do. It doesn't matter if from afar someone might say, this person looks like he's taking or she's taking too many risks. No. They know what they've been through. They know what they're taking. It's like they know what they're bringing to the table. But now they're the entrepreneurs. They get to decide where they're going. Okay. Let's look at the Three of Wands. He's got Three of Wands there, okay? And he's looking at the ships. He's looking out. So his back is against, it's like towards the past. So when this card comes up 3, it's like a trinity, okay? He's aligning very well and he's ready to leave his past behind him and move forward. Travel comes up too. The water, he's got his emotions balanced. The water is very calm. I mean, he's very calm about his decisions. He's not jumping into it, but he's being rational about them. You know, he's tamed that tamed the fire within him. That's what he's done. And he's looking abroad. And he's ready. So when this card comes up for somebody, look at it that way too. Okay. You're embarking, something new's coming, you're ready for travel. It can also mean where you've been waiting for something to happen. You know, like they're waiting at the dock and it's like, is this my ship? Is this my new job? Sometimes this card can mean that they're waiting to receive something. Some people are more than our receivers. Some people have to be seen and recognized before they can share their gifts or share, you know, their creativity. Others are go-getters. These guys are the shakers and the movers. Okay, so the fire, these people are the ones that go and get it, or they go against tradition, and that itself catches the attention. So it can go different ways depending on what you're feeling. Four of Wands. Okay, so 4 itself in numerology, think of it as it's law and order. They like structure, they like routine. They're they're disciplined. Okay. And because they've been doing that, and because they have been working towards themselves, you know, like growth, and whether it's healing, whether it's like taking on new classes or learning new things, going to different events, making connections with people, now there's time for a celebration. Because why? Now they're attracting people that's very like-minded. So when you get this card or you see this card, it's a celebration. It's finally like, and each of the elements are here. You've combined your own intellect, okay, your sword, your own your emotions, you balanced them. You're not actually like leading with that, you're not being reactive to that. Your skill set, right? You know, your wands, your creativity, and then the pentacles. It's earth. So pentacles is like, you know which way is good where you can attract abundance and make money. Really good card to have. Now let's go with the 5 of Wands. You see it here, it's a knight, and there is 2 knights, and they're fighting off. Actually, there's like 4 knights, all of them, and they're on top of a dragon, and they're all fighting. Okay, so your 5 of Wands is where you're actually trying to defend your business, or you're trying to defend your skill set, or there can be some, you know, problems going on at home or at work where somebody might not enjoy like the skills that you bring to the table, or might have a little bit of jealousy. And so it's about defending who you truly are. Defending, you're like, this is me. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to make myself small just because it's making you feel uncomfortable. So think of it that way. 5 is also change. 5 is it's growth, it's movement. So when you see a 5, especially when they're like this, they're all coming from different directions. It's like, in a way, you're kind of being attacked, but you're meant to defend yourself, honor yourself, because you're going to keep moving. Because you are aware of your truest version, you're going to change, and you're going to lose people. So it's quite a powerful card if you start kind of really thinking about it and look at all the symbolism in there. 6 of Wands. Now this knight, out of all the knights, he's your fastest knight. Why? Because he's fire. They're very passionate and very intense. And once they have a direction where they're going to go fast. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's travel, whether it's buying a home, going into a business, because they truly are aware of what they're capable of doing. And so it is. It's like with that, with the whole wreath too that he has here. It's where he's not throwing it in someone's face. Okay, he's getting there fast, but the wreath shows that he's willing to take on like partners in this. Okay, the red, the passion, like that and stuff is that presence. If you can see that, and so it's the six is balance. He's balanced moving forward. He's going to go fast, but he's not going to allow any part of him, whether it's his mental, emotional, to get him off track. It's either you come with me while I'm on this journey or you don't. So this card is actually a really good card. People think it's bad when they see 666. No, it's all about like balancing your material self, right? Um, and the things that you need. Okay, 7 of Wands. So if you notice with him, he has got the one wand. Let me make sure here, yeah. And then there's like 6 are against him, pointing towards him. Where he's realizing that the other wands he doesn't need. They were just like stepping stones. They were just an illusion. When you go through this journey, especially of your intent, your intensity, and your passion for something, which is what this card is all about. If you really look at the storyline between the wands, and I'm explaining to this to you guys, so you guys are aware of how to explain it to somebody that you're reading, or even to yourself when this card pops up. Like, hold on, what is this trying to tell me? It's sometimes you get so hyper focused on everything that you have done, every skill set, everything that you're capable, every creative endeavor, or when you see something, like, I can do that. Or if you start climbing the ladder, you keep climbing, and you're trying to take everything with you. No, this is the time for you to actually really sit down and say, okay, seriously, like all the stuff that you already bring to the table, your skills, if you combine them, they create what? So it's like understanding that if they're already with you, you don't have to physically take them with you. And they can stay behind. Same thing where I see these other ones could be maybe people that wants to support you. But now that you are climbing the ladder or moving in a different direction, because that's what feels right. And you're not allowing the outside, right? Your external friends, people that have been, trying to maybe pull you to a side that's going to benefit them, are now trying to talk you out of what you're doing. Okay. It's hard to get really specific with this, but when you get this card, especially if you're reading for somebody, it means that there's things that are getting in the way that are slowing them down. And you have to pick and choose. And it's always about choosing what makes you feel right, makes you feel good, what's sitting in your heart. Because I can tell you that your own soul will start kind of like questioning things. That's what the card is saying. He knows, this person knows here with the wands, that what they're going to take with them. And everything else is got to stay behind. Okay, so let's do 8 of Wands. It's all pointing to a whole new environment, a whole new place. And when I see this, a whole new place back here, it's like either moving to a different job, you are going to be traveling. And when you travel, you might end up meeting some maybe new partnerships, some connections that are going to fuel you onto your next adventure, your next path, however you see it. But it's all pointing to something new. Exploring the unknown, setting foot on something you've never set foot on before. This is what the 8 of Wands stands for. 8 is also a number. The number meaning for 8 is abundance, money. Okay, it's the infinity sign, karma. So the card comes up. Follow it. If you need to go somewhere, if you need to move, you need to travel, then do it. because it's going to be very beneficial for you. That's what this card stands for. So if you're reading for somebody, same thing. It's a positive card. It's pointing, but you've got to do something different. You got to do it a different way. You've got to step foot in the unknown for you to move forward. Okay. Now the Nine of Wands. I like this one a lot. If you look at her stance, like she is not going to let anything get in her way. Okay. You have like the back of it. I would look at it more like the sunset. And closing old chapter as the sun goes down. A lot of times that you are going to lose people. And this is about growth. It's about knowing who you are and defending yourself for being you. Sometimes you get to a point in like the tarot, which is like your journey of life, is that you won't even have to defend yourself anymore. But if you are being attacked, you're like, no, I'm very much protected. I know what I can do. I know that going this way is the right way to go. It's like you're leading people, you're leading your family, you're taking, something or somebody, you're taking them to the right direction, and you're very skilled, and you're going to keep them safe, and you're going to make sure that you always have income coming in. So it's about just tapping into you, okay, and being ready to eloquently, very firm way as well, to let people know this is where I stand. Okay. So the Ten of Wands. He's got them all into the castle. So it's like, if you look at a lot like with storylines, when you have everything with you, and now it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and now let maybe this new place that you're trying to move to or get a job at, you're gonna come in there it may seem a little bit arrogant, because being a fire sign, they're like, okay, so I'm qualified because of this. 1, 2, 3. I look a lot like an attorney when they go up, in front of the judge, and they're trying to, prove either, their case, or get the evidence that they need, or here are the Carfax. Same thing. Boom, like this is the evidence. That's what he's doing. He or she, whoever it is, that you're reading for, how this card comes up, they know their worth, they know their value, and they're moving forward to their destination. The castle symbolizes, of course, abundance, leveling up, and whatever it is that you're trying to do, but you're ready. You know it. You don't even prepare. Just think about it, and then just start showing them. It's like, here are my skills. Here's my creativity. Here's what I'm worth. Here are things I've accomplished. Okay. And very relaxed, very chill. You got your strength. You got your power to move with it. And that fire within you is ignited. And when you're ignited, you don't get tired. Like, you just keep moving. Think about something that you really enjoy doing, and you're learning, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. That's what that card symbolizes. 10 of Wands. You're closing that. You realize your value. The Page of Wands. So from that card, we'll look at it as in the person has gone to the castle, knows his worth, knows what he or she brings to the table. Now it's a whole new journey. Look at the Page of Wands. He is excited, young. There's a cat. He's protected. He's wise, but he's also now more calm and relaxed, not taking it too seriously. Now he's like, okay, I got it. I got the job, or I'm moving. I have things that I need to be able to relax now. You get to relax. You get to play a little bit, and you get to just enjoy what you just received, what you accomplished. Okay. This is a time when you get this card, the Page, it's more like, relax, have fun. It's already yours. Now you get to just relax for a bit, and play, explore, venture. Knight of Wands. Here he is. A lot faster. Okay. Knight of Wands is a person, can represent a person, male or female, that is on a mission. Okay. They know where they're going. They know what they're heading and how it's going to be done. Now it's like natural. Who you are and what you do is natural to you. You don't need to like introduce yourself and say, hi, my name is so and so, and I'm this. Your labels and who you thought defined you, because you don't need that anymore. You're just you. You've got your confidence. You've earned it. You've worked hard. You've integrated a lot from you, and you also you discovered more about you. So, and what's great about it too is that he's got his mask up. So he's like, this is who I am. This is really me. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted, to be this kind of person. And now I'm showing the world this is where I'm going. Because you don't have those people from the 3 of Wands, or 2 of Wands or 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands that are trying to get in your way anymore. You just let them go. Queen of Wands. Very, look at that smirk on her face. So when you're the Queen of Wands, think of it as male or female can be when this card comes up. It's, they know their worth. They're very confident. Their presence, this person could walk into the room and heads will turn. Okay. They're master creators. They've mastered their gifts. And when someone has mastered their gifts, there's no point in having to go and please anybody else, or you're just naturally you. And whether they like you or not, it doesn't really matter, because it's not going to phase you. You've been through a lot. And so she's been through a lot. Even her sitting sideways, you're just kind of like, very like, it might come off as disrespectful, but it's more like relaxed. She's not so like, like proper, like you get like that Queen of Swords coming in where it's like, I'm just gonna listen. And if I say something, it's gonna come off very like gonna cut you. The Queen of Cups, where her emotions are balanced and you can tell, but she's keeping herself focused to the water, all just sitting in her heart, which is this one. It's like it's all fire, because she knows what she's capable of doing, but she's taming it. Okay. Now the King of Wands is quite funny that too. Look at the King of Wands. And look at them, very relaxed. I mean, he's like smirking, he's laughing. He's got like, I mean, what? There's the lions on the side of him, like how he's sitting with his legs like open, like it's a little sloppy, with the red there, but behind both of them is a lion. Okay. I always say this, a lot of us, because I have really big fire energy behind me, we may look a certain way, might be sweet and nice, but not forgetting who is in there. Mine is a tiger, very strategic. You also get lions. You get the feline energy behind these people. So think of the cats too. You see a cat, they look really pretty, really fluffy, sweet. You get too close to them, or you invade their space, or they do something, then they'll attack you, right? So be cautious still with these two. If it pops up as in the reading, is they can be sloppy, and people might think they're very approachable. It can be, but any sign of disrespect, anything that may offend them, you'll get to know really who they truly are. So that's something I would really think about when you see these cards. The fire signs. Fire signs you would never know what they can turn into until you test them. So think about that way. Well, those are your wands. And I'm sending the video because you guys can always go back and rewatch them. Is I want you guys to connect, start connecting with how they connect with everyday life. Okay. Because the person you're reading for, even for yourself, you got to be able to understand how they tie in, with life. These cards were not just created for the hell of it. Like they were first poker cards, right? And then you're able to do it that way. And then you can, and they symbolize more. The numbers symbolize something, like the way that the faces are. So looking at all that, and also it's going to help you become more self-aware of your own environment. So think of it that way as well. Remember, swords, intellect, mental. Okay. We never leave our sword at home. We're always on point. We're always aware. It becomes natural. Your cups, your emotions, water. You see, water that helps you calm your emotions. Taking a shower helps you calm yourself. Taking a bath, it's relaxing. Hot springs, those kind of things are all water. It's connecting them to how does it make you feel. You look at the waves. If they're going fast, right, and they're really like they're harsh, it means that you're going through an emotional turmoil within you. So you start connecting all of this together, and you're like, oh, so when you start reading them, you understand what that person's going through. Okay. Um, so think about that and start connecting them to just everyday life. Open, self-awareness, look around you. When you go into a store, when you go into a store that you frequent all the time, we'll say to Walmart, sit in the present and take a look around you. You'd be surprised how many things that you missed by just being the robotic, right? We go this way, we go that way, then we go to aisle one, we go to aisle two. It's a lot of times it's very robotic. Change it up. Okay, so let's do down the pentacles. We should be good. Pentacles, earth signs, stability. Earth signs are going to be Taurus, Virgo, Cappy. I know them very well. Why? Because I'm a Taurus. So 3 of the hardest working signs in all of astrology. If you have a lot of earth placements in your chart, you're a hard worker. It doesn't always have to be physical labor, but it can be like you work hard, you do the work to get where you need to be. Okay. Stability is really important for earth signs. So your pentacles is about stability. It's about how can I get my stability? How can I make money? How can I get how can I have my abundance, and how can I get it to where it's continuously coming in? Right. Continuously. So it's like the life, your health. It's what makes a person stable. Think about that. For someone to be stable, good health, financially stable, emotionally stable, mentally stable, spiritually stable, your pentacles is your ultimate. Okay. It allows you to root your stability. Like I said, it's all of it. So when I show you these tarot cards, you'll see a lot of symbols for mental, the emotional, physical, spiritual, because it's important. Life is your abundant. When someone says, I am abundantly, my life is abundant, because they're balanced out, that they're stable in those areas. Okay, let's see. Let's go with the Ace of Pentacles. Well, I'm getting this for you guys. Probably get your cards ready too. I would suggest that. Here we go. Ace of Pentacles right here. Now, a pentacle in pagan, Wiccan, witchy realm, the side is protection. Every point is an element, represents an element. Spirit circle is protection. That's why people wear the pentacle. Protects them, protecting their balance, protecting their abundance. Okay. So when this card comes up, it's like damn, like, things are going good. Like everything's coming into place. You've done the work. You know how to protect your abundance by working on it, by not getting distracted and hyper focusing on one area over the other. This is a sign of balance. This sign of symbolism for the pentacle, for you are abundant all around. Okay, all around. Remember, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. It's so important that you're always balanced that area for you to receive your abundance. So, good card. That's what it means. Balanced. You finally did the work. It's kind of like a congratulations. Money's coming in. And it's time to kind of just let things unfold and keep doing what you're doing. Okay. You guys. Okay. No. One more time. If it's not meant, then it's going to shut me off. Yeah, having issues. Okay, so I'm gonna close this up. We will do the Pentacles class coming up on Thursday. Or some of you guys, I have it on different days, but go through it again if you need to. And just let it all connect, let it all just sink in.